You have at least 9 months left, perhaps as much as 18.
The first doctor gave me from 1 to 2 years.
I hope he's right. What are you going to do?
Well, I have no family. Haven't taken a day off since law school. Guess I'll try to squeeze 30 years of living into 1 or 2.
What will it be?
Whiskey, best you have. Oh, we brought another guest with us. Can you put him up?
He's not bringing the baggage in, I hope.
He'll be along. Ran into him in Papa 80 and talked him into joining us.
He's an old friend of ours from the States.
Yeah. He was alone. Can you beat that? Alone in a place like Papa 80.
I go there now and then. Alone.
I like this place, Paul. The next wind will blow it to Taratuba, but I'd like it. JC, Paul Bryan.
Same?
Why not? Looks like you haven't had a customer here since the Second World War.
Korean War.
But I like your hotel. I like your island. No tourists, no Chamber of Commerce. Just don't tell me there's no mako sharks.
Oh, that would be too good to be true.
They're here, and they're big. Up to 2,000 pounds.
Hey, that'll do it. I came here to get me a prize with a little hook and line, and anything over 1,200 pounds, well... Guests here?
This is the only hotel in 800 square miles of Pacific Ocean.
Well, you can't have everything.
Hardie's just abandoned a philosophy he's had for 20 years.
Your baggage is in your room now. Mr. Bryan. Mr. Bryan. You'll be in room number 9 next to your friends, but you'll have to give me a little time.
Oh, all the time you want.
Yours is the front suite. Ocean view, running water. Hot if you're lucky.
Come on, sweetheart, let's try our luck.
Sit here, Paul.
Right. Would you like to meet the other guests?
Lead the way.
How'd it go today?
Oh, smooth and easy.
This is Paul Bryan.
Hi, I'm Charlie Carson. This is Doc.
Paul?
It's Mike.
Hi.
And that's, Carol.
Don't stop on account of me.
Beer time.
Pull up a chair.
Join the merriment.
Thanks. You and your friends, shipwrecked?
No, we came here deliberately.
Well, whatever for.
Well, my friend's a sportsman. And I came along to find out if there was really a place called Rituma.
Sportsman wouldn't mean fisherman, would it?
Does this time.
Fishing for what?
Mako shark, what else?
Oh, good. They're right out there, and he's welcome to them.
They're out there, all right. Man, do you know how sportsmen go after big game fish? They chum the water, loaded with goodies, bait, you know, to bring the sharks in.
You suppose you could get your friend to make the scene someplace else? Huh?
It's an ocean full of sharks and islands.
Well, maybe. What's the problem?
We're diving out there, man.
Out there where the natives won't even swim.
We got all the sharks we need.
Well, then why dive?
Research. We're on a grant.
We're oceanographers, man.
Talk to your buddy, huh?
Oceanographer. Now, don't put me on.
What we put you on?
All right. But we never expected to run into some oceanographers. You know, I always wondered what was in about a cubic yard of the sea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's in it, Mike?
Water.
You know it. But you forgot about the salt. And the magnesium, the calcium, the potassium, the sulfur, and the bromine.
Well, now I know. I'll see what I can do about my friend. Excuse me.
Real cool, aren't they?
Well, they try. They've been told to look at anybody over 30 as a fink. And they do what they're told.
I think they want to apologize to you
For what?
for trying to put you on.
I mean, I still don't know what's in about a cubic yard of the sea?
Now you're doing it to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little defensive today. Something to do with being over 30.
Well, I'm nearly 30 myself.
Oh, how old are you?
22.
Scary, isn't it?
I wish someone would make them stop diving.
Really dangerous out there?
The natives say it is. I never wanted to check it out for myself.
Well, then why do they do it?
We found a beautiful thing out there in the deep, man. We're filming it in glorious color. Movies, man. Motion pictures. Get enough of them, we can sell them.
Beautiful thing?
Yeah. Hey, tell them about it, JC.
The wreck?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a wreck out there. Old World War II freighter. Salvage company picked it clean about 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's what makes it so beautiful.
Well, it hardly seems worth it. I mean, with the sharks and all. Hey, you think my room is ready?
Let me check it out.
I'll tell my friend your story.
How's it look?
I don't think he believes word one.
So I come 6,000 miles for a mako just to leave because some beatnik kids want to take pictures of an old wreck. Is that what you're saying, Paul?
No, that's what they said.
Well, I say no.
Hardie, can't we just not fish for a few days? Just stay here and rest and then decide? Can't we do that? Think about it, huh?
Well, maybe I should. I keep dragging her around the world. Jungles, mountains, deserts. What's the matter with me? Why can't I just hunt money like most men?
Because you already did it.
What do you want to do?
I want to be in Kyoto on the 18th. Till then, it's nice to relax with a couple of old friends.
Whatever you do. You, going to Kyoto alone, too?
Sure.
Paul, I don't know how you do it. Or for that matter, why. I mean, alone like that. Without Elizabeth, I'd crawl into a hole somewhere and die. Ask those kids to join us for a brandy or a soda pop or whatever they drink. They'd like for you to join them. Their tab.
Well, come on. They can't afford it. It'll make them feel better. Mr. and Mrs. Rankin, this is Charlie, Carol, Mike, and Doc.
Yeah, pull up a chair, 3.
I understand you want us to move on.
No, stay. Go fishing if you want. Just don't bait up our waters, man.
You'll beach us.
Those pictures you're taking must be really something, hmm?
We don't know. All we got's a negative.
Are there really killer sharks out there?
Yes, ma'am. But up to now, we've killed more of them than they have of us.
And it looks like the bay at Portofino.
All the sharks are on land there, lady.
Hey, you couldn't cut out for some other island, could you?
No time. My friend here wants to be in Kyoto by the 18th.
For the Heon Festival.
Yeah.
You'll love it. It's beautiful. The Japanese are beautiful.
I sure hope you make it.
What are you really looking for out there?
He told you, Pops.
Identity, man. Isn't that the way it goes?
Whatever happened to good manners?
They went east, to Russia and China, along with the goose step and the Führerprinzip. That's the price of democracy, Dad. Everything breaks down.
You really believe that?
I cribbed it from a sport named Tocqueville.
Oh, don't let Doc bug you. He's a dropout from Berkeley. He just likes to show off. You know? Please, couldn't we have a little more time?
You had it when I sat down. Almost lost it. But we'll rest up tomorrow, if that's all right with you, hmm? And then we'll cut out.
I thought you had to spend your life in a big city to have a misspent youth.
Learned that in the Air Force.
Not Korea.
Korea.
That's how I ended up here. I took my separation pay and bought this hotel. For some strange reason, I didn't care much about going home.
JC, come quick! Shotgun, muscle power!
Don't touch him! He's dead. Looking at him ain't gonna help.
How'd it happen?
One of them came too close. Mike took a shot and he missed. You know, I seen him hit a little 2-pound bass at 30 feet. But this time he missed. Shark didn't.
I need a drink. Paul?
I'll join you. This will last all day and most of the night.
Where's Elizabeth?
She's resting. She'll be here soon.
Can I picture something?
I've been wondering about that.
You won't like it, but
I suppose you and your friends will be leaving now.
Who knows?
Well, they're sure not going to dive again, are they?
Ask them, Mr. Rankin.
Hey, boys, let's have a little talk, hmm? Have a drink on me this time. Now, look, I figure now it's okay for me to go after Mako. You'll be leaving, right?
No, we're not leaving.
Well, you don't make sense. You're crazy, but are you crazy enough to dive again?
Man, they built a bridge once over the Mississippi. Worker got killed the first week. But did they stop? No, siree. They went right on a building. When they got through, 27 men had gone and died. You think that's sad? Well, you're wrong, Dad, wrong. That bridge building bunch come out ahead. The cats with the computers had figured on 34. They got a refund, man. Cash in the bank.
You're a nut. You know it? You're a nut.
Now that the concert's over, are you going to dive again?
You know it.
Well, then you're not diving to take pictures.
What else, man?
I don't know. It must be quite a thing. To quote you, a thing of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mind if I go down there with you? I'm a lover of beauty.
Back to the scene of that crime? Could you make that scene, man?
Well, if you can make it after what happened to Mike, man, I got to have a look. Just can't help myself.
Well, it's a free ocean, man. Of course, you're gonna need a lung. That's a air tank and a regulator, and you're gonna have to know how to use it.
Oh, I know what it is and how to use it. So does he. How many do you have on board, Hardie?
4 tanks, 2, 3 regulators.
Be our guest.
Fine. Do I go on your boat? Or should we use our own?
Charlie, he's not putting us on.
Yeah, I'm beginning to get that same uncomfortable feeling.
Uncomfortable?
Well, we didn't exactly invite you, man.
You certainly did. What's all this about? What are you finding down there? Buried treasure?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Let's talk about it later, huh?
Not because of me, I hope. I knew you were finding something out there. The second time you went down.
Finding what?
She said it, Dad. Buried treasure.
Doc's putting you on.
Charlie, you die too hard. We got ourselves a partner. Fact is, man, we could use you. If you got what it takes.
What does it take?
Guts, of course.
Modesty forbade me to say it.
Then you have 2 partners.
What do you mean, buried treasure?
We mean treasure, man. Pieces of 2 and 4 and 8. A treasure trove.
Yeah, and silver cobs and pieces of gold and objet d'ars. Man, beautiful things from another century.
17th.
The 18th. Man, you are so ignorant. We have got 4 gold coins stamped 1714. We found us $1 million under the sand.
Did you know this?
Mm-hmm. I helped clean it. Last week, Mike brought up something all ugly, green, and lumpy. And we worked on it for 2 days with acids and chisels. And underneath was a cup. A chalice, I guess. Gold. And so beautiful.
Oh, Hardie, isn't this something? I'd love to see it.
We each keep what we find. Mike took his cup with him.
Let's kind of keep that a secret, huh?
Let's keep the whole scam a secret. That stuff belongs to whoever finds it. All we need is a salvage company coming in here and... Ennsville.
Is it anywhere near the wrecked freighter?
Yeah, some of it. It's up from the reef and under it.
Oh, Hardie, that's a prize I dearly love. I'd give all the stuffed marlins and tiger skins in the world for a gold cup from the sea.
We'll try to find you one.
Well, it takes all kinds. I came here to get a mako with a 30-pound line, and that's what I'm going to do. You can try your luck if you want to, Paul. Then we'll drop you off at Papa 80, and I'll find me another island. And I'll keep your secret. I don't happen to own a salvage company. Well, you want to dive, don't you?
Oh, not really. But you heard what was down there.
Oh, no. You want to take a pop at it? We can wait.
But what did you mean? You could use me.
Well, it's a three-man operation. One of us looks for the stuff. Second man follows with a spear gun to look out for the makos. Third man handles the boat. Follows the air bubbles in case one of us has to come up. Well, the boat's right there.
We could use you, man. That's pure.
I don't know about that. Your spearman didn't last long.
No, he wasn't the spearman. We alternate jobs. When it's your turn to take a shot at the sand, you keep what you find.
Hey, anyway, it's not all that hairy, Mr. Rankin. I mean, we've been here 6 weeks. Some days we don't even see a shark. Mike just got unlucky.
Look, you think I'm scared or something? Fishing is an art, sonny boy. I happen to like it. I came here to fish. But we'll stay a while, Paul. You want to poke around down there a time or two? Fine.
A whiskey, please.
Well, make it two.
There's nothing you can do.
About what?
Your friend, he's afraid to go down there in that jungle. He has a right to be.
I know.
But you're going to dive.
Well, it wouldn't do any good not to now. Only make things worse for Hardie.
Diving down there killed Mike. It could kill you.
And Charlie. Or Doc.
But they can't leave it. They discovered something odd down there about themselves. That they liked money and wanted. What they find down there isn't a prize. It's money in the bank. The whole thing's a miracle. A pot of gold. You're not looking for that, are you?
Not the pot of gold. Maybe the miracle.
Well, you don't need that either. You're very self-contained, Paul. You're what Doc would like to be. What he calls an autonomous individual.
My mother used to call it having a mind of your own.
And you made it.
Well, maybe. If I did, I wish I hadn't.
Why?
It's lonely.
You aren't lonely.
You can ride shotgun next time. This trip you look for treasure.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Don't pass up any wooden nickels.
Right.
Want to join me at the bar and get soaked?
I thought he might.
Here you go.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
I don't know, but it's yours.
No, you found it.
Well, that's why I can give it to you. After all, I risked my life. Must make it worth something.
Everything.
There was a cat at Berkeley who once did think that a man over 30 had to be a fink. This cat who said it was 24, and he said it precisely 6 years ago.
There, look. You can see the date. 1714.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you really want me to have it?
Sure.
I'll take it.
Trophy of the hunt.
Hey, tomorrow I'll bring you something, huh?
Why? I have everything. My house is filled with trophies. You want to see trophies?
Don't blow your cool, huh?
Tiger skins, elephant tusks, elk's heads, shark's teeth, lion's claws. Talk about trophies. Speaking of tigers, Hardie shot one. A prize. I saw it. You can't imagine. Face to face. Hardie and the tiger. Hardie in a little house up in a tree, and the tiger on the ground, and all the native beaters driving it towards him. Up in the treehouse with 2 native hunters armed to the teeth right behind him, and then bang, bang, bang. Who shot the tiger? Now I wonder. They call that a safari. My husband has killed all kinds of beasts. Someday he'll run out of them and kill himself.
That lady is in shock, man. Shock. She has lost her hero.
Forget it.
Sure, man.
He just got nailed to her trophy wall.
The man said forget it.
What good's that gonna do?
It's doing it. I almost feel like a man again.
Hardie, you're way off.
You don't say.
Hardie Rankin, the big, hairy-chested he-man is everything his friends think. Everything his wife used to think. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's right.
And you almost sound like you mean it. Like you weren't there when the yellow showed, when the truth happened. I was there.
Those kids are scared sick. But they can't stop because they're getting rich. Do you know they have a foot locker on that boat with stuff in it worth $100,000? But they want more. Now, if they had your money, they'd do what you're doing. And they wouldn't be getting drunk.
Fine. That's them. But what about you? You went down there because you've got what I guess I always knew I didn't have.
You're wrong. I had an even better reason than those kids. That's right. You're the only one of us who had no good reason to do it.
What reason? What reason you got?
Oh, what's the difference? It's a good one.
What?
Forget it. But just believe me.
Well, I got a reason now. I'm going down there tomorrow. Down there with the sharks.
Why? Elizabeth?
No, I'm not going to tell her. You got that? She isn't going to know. I'm doing this for me, Hardie Rankin. Paul, I've known I was a coward since I was a stinking, miserable kid. I've lived with it long enough, don't you think? Now I got a chance to change it all. 40 years of bad dreams. By going down in that jungle long enough to find me a crummy Spanish dollar.
Hardie, don't do it. You don't need it.
All right. Tell me why you do.
And he wanted a mako. Just might get one.
That's a lot more than that.
Did Hardie tell you that I'm leaving him?
Yes? Why are you?
You know why. I haven't any choice. I humiliated him last night. I got drunk and humiliated him beyond forgetting or forgiving.
Because he wouldn't dive into a bay full of sharks.
It's partly that, I guess. Yes. I hated always being on the move, living on boats, on the backs of elephants. But I loved Hardie, and I thought he needed that. To live dangerously, to take risks. That was Hardie, and I loved him for it. I used to give myself pep talks. I'd say, that's Hardie. The kind of man, real man, every woman needs.
No. Not every woman. You. It's what you needed. And it could have cost him his life. Go on, take it. It's yours. Hardie gave it to me. He went down there, and he found it, and he brought it back. There's something else he didn't tell you. Those kids and I, we have good reasons not to say no. To risk our lives out there.
The only reason you had was guts.
You don't know what you're talking about. Hardie knew why I had to do it. I told him last night. He could have told you. And cut you down to nothing.
All right, the kids had a reason, yes, money. But what reason did you have?
Private one.
If you're being honest, then tell me what you're talking about. Because I don't want to lose what Hardie and I had.
Just believe me.
Why should I? What reason did you have to do what Hardie was afraid to do?
Ask him.
I'm asking you, and you owe me an answer.
I did it because that's the way I live. That's how I've got to live. Chance like that. Find something beautiful. As the boy said, something from another century. To find it and to keep it. Or to give it away. And risk everything in the doing. When I live like that, it charges every minute. It gives time a special quality. Not something you kill. Something you live.
You described something, Paul, but you haven't explained anything. You only proved I was right.
No. What Hardie could have told you and didn't is that I took that risk because I know something most people don't. I know when my time runs out. Which isn't soon. It's not far off either. But I'm not telling you about me, I'm talking about him. He knew. He knew he was the only one who had no reason to risk his neck. But he didn't tell you.
Paul, what is it? How much time do you have?
Forget it. I told you because Hardie knew. Could have used it. And he didn't.
I saw you coming down here and decided to come along. Then I saw her and stopped. And listened.
You believe everything you hear?
Were you lying to her?
Well, let's say it was in a good cause.
You lie badly. You tell the truth well. But don't worry about me, Paul. I won't try to tell you how it made me feel. I couldn't. If you don't feel sorry for yourself, why should I?
No, you're very nice. Somebody nearly 30.
I know it'll be a long time before you can forgive me, but you will, because you have to. Because I love you, and you love me.
You're right, hon.
Kid, it will take me a long time to forgive you. Maybe as long as 15 seconds.
When you leave for Papayete, may I go with you?
Of course. Kyoto, too, if you want.
I've been to Kyoto. Have you been to Burbank?
Not that I recall.
Well, it's right next to Hollywood. If you ever get out that way, come and see me. I live there.
There was a cat at Berkeley who once did think that a man over 30 had to be a fink. This cat who said it was 24, and he said it precisely 6 years ago.